Hey guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. In a recent development, a chairman, Edo State Media and Publicity Directorate, and APC Presidential Campaign Council in the 2023 elections, Mr. John Mayaki, talked about Mr. Asue Ighodalo, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the September 21st, 2023 governorship elections in Edo State, to please perish the thoughts of any miracle in the ongoing sitting of the Election Petitions Tribunal. This is coming from an APC chieftain, where he advised Asue Ighodalo not to expect any miracle. He should not anticipate magic to happen all of a sudden, or overnight miracle. That's not going to happen. No. Now, Mr. John, who was reacting to the testimony of the first set of witnesses presented by the petitioners, had noted that their arguments and their testimonies were not really, correct, that they were based on hearsay, that they were not accurate, testimonies. And he has his own doubts regarding the outcome of this case. So, he noted that Senator Monday Okpebholo, won the elections, that he won the elections, and he has enough evidences to back it up. That the PDP and their candidate Asue Ighodalo failed woefully to realize that judges do not act like oracles, that the tribunal judges cannot perform miracles. They cannot work with hearsay evidence for the purpose of assisting Asue Ighodalo or the PDP with his case. That, take for example, in Peter Obi's case during the 2023 presidential election petition tribunal, that they brought a lot of evidences. They even brought how Tinubu made a forfeiture during his back then in Chicago, when they brought evidences of his Chicago dealings and also his Chicago University dealings. That Monday Okpebholo is the winner of the election, and Asue Ighodalo should prepare to congratulate him. But then, my country people, what are your thoughts on this? A lot of eyes are on the judiciary. Despite plans to thwart the election tribunal proceedings, but their plans will not lead to anywhere. In fact, their plans has not really worked, because the proceedings, the electoral proceedings is still ongoing. So we saw recently that Justice Winifred, the led 3-member Edo State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, had admitted new evidences from Asue Ighodalo's witnesses. They admitted new evidences. So the judges, they know what they are doing. Except this particular person has other, means of securing victory, then that means, something is really up, something is really fishy. Except the APC, they are planning on strategizing on how they would buy up the judiciary, on how they will buy the judiciary for themselves. We don't really know if that is their plan. So a lot of witnesses have been trooping in, to the tribunal, and so many documents have admitted, INEC's irregularities, where they falsified results for the APC in some polling units, in Oredo, in Ogo local government, in Owan East, in Owan West, in some, local government areas in Edo State. So I don't really know. I don't really know. But then, if this judicial proceedings is tampered with, that means the democracy in Edo State will definitely be tampered with. If they tamper with the judicial process, it won't really be favorable at all. It won't. Some persons may say, oh, this is, how about Peter Obi that tried during the 2023 elections, and afterwards he did not get justice at the tribunal. You see, the presidential elections and governorship elections, these they have their own differences. The presidential election is broad, is vast, is wild. But you see, when it comes to governorship, and we know that Asue Ighodalo is also a lawyer. So in governorship elections, they are going to conduct massive investigations. Because tell me, how many local government areas are there in Edo State? Just 18. But when you talk about the presidential elections, you will talk about the 36 states in the federation. And then inside that 36 states, there are several local government areas, about 700 and something local government areas, and counting. Who knows? So my country people, this is really interesting. Although we are going to be seeing lots of pushbacks from the APC, lots of commentaries regarding the elections and how the APC candidates, I beg your pardon, the APC Governor Monday Okpebholo will win the elections. But then I am telling you that if this tribunal goes, as planned, and there is no hindrance or extra federal powers on it, like if the federal powers do not interfere in these proceedings, I'm sure all will go fine. And they are tendering more evidences. So let's just see how everything, blows out. Let's not just quickly jump into hasty conclusions without, seeing through these tribunal proceedings till the very end. The end will determine the means. And we are looking towards the end of these proceedings. We are only looking towards the end of these proceedings. Now, this statement for Mr. John, is like he's indirectly accusing the Nigerian judges. He's indirectly accusing the Edo judges of perpetrating some form of injustice. Except there's something going on that they've not told us for sure. But then saying a miracle. In court, there is nothing like a miracle. They give judgment based on facts and evidences that is presented before them. Except there is some form of mago or wuru they want to do that Nigerians and the Edo people are not aware of. Then they should better tell us on time so that we will know what's really going on, than just, stamp it that Asue Ighodalo will not get victory at the election tribunal, so he shouldn't expect any miracles whatsoever. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the